I wake up every morning wanting to come here because we're like a family here.
We assemble ATVs on this line. Today we're building Grizzlies.
Quality is number one.
We're here in the plastics injection molding department. Is where we produce the injection molding parts. We make the front fender, the side cover, and the rear fender.
We got a Grizzly 700 coming to America. Our small components we'll weld here in Newnan, Georgia. Once we get it welded, we'll send it to paint.
We're on the G-line paint line here at Yamaha. This is our small parts wet spray line. We load the parts, paint the parts, unload the parts, and inspect them and hand them off to assembly.
My name's Dee Dee, and I work in TV assembly. I am a lead. I handle repair, ordering parts.
I'm an assembler. I put on the relay bracket, several tasks.
I wear the QL, the C, quality, safety, final inspection, check the model out, test drive it. Right now it's kind of a busy day. We're running ATVs, and then it's close to the end of the month, and we've got to work on getting everything cleaned up out of the floor.
I take pride in what I do. We're all together. We help each other. When one of us go down, the other one's got our back. So we're like pretty much a family. We have a lot of trainings. We have enough time, so we're very comfortable when we build it.
Yes, I'm very proud to make the models that we made.
It's a critical work environment because you're dealing with people's lives.
We have a lot of checks in place to make sure that things that are critical to the safety of the operator are done properly.
We do some very extensive testing here at our facility. We work directly with the design department. We test over and over and over and over again, implement, countermeasure until we're confident that we can release it into the market. A lot of our testing we do here at our test tracks. If it can pass our test, the customers will be very happy.
The key design feature here is the centrifugal clutch that allows the belt to remain tight against the belt sheaves with no slippage when the engine is idling. On most Grizzly competitors, the belt sheaves separate to the point that the belt slips. That friction and sudden snapping tight cause wear and tear on the belt. Independent repair research shows what our owners already know. Grizzly's Ultramatic transmission is by far the most durable CVT belt-driven system in the industry. Another feature that separates the Ultramatic from other transmissions is the one-way sprag clutch. The sprag clutch maintains the positive connection between the engine and the wheels, allowing the engine to function as a powerful brake, especially when going downhill. This is something most of the Grizzly's competitors don't offer. Yamaha's On-Command system features a push-button design that allows you to select the right drive mode without removing your hands from the handlebars. You can select two-wheel drive or limited slip four-wheel drive, just like most of our competitors. What most of our competitors can't give you is the ability to select four-wheel diff lock. This important feature enables you to mechanically lock all four drive wheels at the differentials so you get the best possible traction in the roughest conditions, because all four wheels are delivering maximum torque to the ground. The heart of every utility ATV is its transmission. And the durable, reliable, Ultramatic continuously variable transmission is just one more way the Yamaha Grizzly earns real-world tough status. A separate centrifugal clutch maintains constant belt tension, so when you go from idle to applying throttle, the belt stays smoothly engaged to the drive sheaves. By design, the Polaris' CVT belt slips at idle. As you apply throttle, friction builds up until the belt catches and snaps engaged. This isn't a once-in-a-while occurrence. This happens every time you accelerate from idle. And because of this design, the belt can start slipping in a variety of tough situations when you can least afford it, burning out or breaking and leaving you stranded with a high repair bill. To top it off, the Polaris CVT is stuck way back behind the motor in a location that's hard to reach when you'll need to do belt maintenance. And independent repair research shows what our owners already know. Grizzly's Ultramatic transmission is the most durable and long-lasting CVT system in the industry. That's real-world tough. No other brand, not even tough-talking Polaris, can make that statement. The Grizzly comes with four-wheel disc brakes, with dual brake levers, and handlebar-mounted master cylinders for the most positive, responsive, fade-resistant braking system you can get. The Sportsman comes with disc brakes as well, two in the front and, hold on, maybe somebody at the plant went on a break. Or maybe they're just trying to save a few bucks. And instead of the Grizzly's two brake levers on the handlebars giving you the ability to engage the front or rear brakes independently for ultimate control, on the Sportsman, you only get one, which operates all three brakes simultaneously. You have to use this foot pedal to independently work the rear brake. So ask yourself, which would you prefer? If you just want bragging rights to the biggest engine, then you could buy a Sportsman 850. But in the real world, it's the power-to-weight ratio that matters. So don't be surprised when your Grizzly buddies are able to outride you and go places you can't. The Sportsman outweighs the Grizzly by as much as 150 pounds when you compare them equally with full tanks of gas. That's like carrying the weight of another person with you everywhere you go. Because of its engine size, the Polaris will probably beat the Grizzly in a drag race, and only by a few feet. But down in the low and mid-range, the real world where you actually do your riding, the Grizzly 700 can more than hold its own against the Sportsman's 850cc twin. And when you're muscling over rocks, ruts, and ledges, weight plays just as big a role. And that's where the Grizzly's 648-pound curb weight pays off in reduced effort and all-day riding comfort. And oh, by the way, Grizzly's fuel-efficient four-stroke engine, lower weight and larger fuel tank, means you can ride up to 40% farther between fill-ups, a fact that was proven in Dirt Wheels magazine's Big Bore Shootout. You'd also better be prepared for a bigger price tag, because a Sportsman costs a whole bunch more than a Grizzly 700 Fi. There are a lot of reasons why the Grizzly outsells the Sportsman in America, but it all boils down to one core thought: real-world tough versus just talking tough. And Polaris loves talking tough, like their on-demand system that they say comes with true all-wheel drive. But when you run it in the real world against Grizzly's best-in-the-industry on-command system, you'll quickly see the difference between talking the talk and walking the walk. With the Grizzly, you get to choose two-wheel drive or four-wheel limited slip when you need even more traction. Same with the Polaris, except the rear wheels have to lose traction before the electromechanical four-wheel drive system kicks in and engages the front wheels. Not the most confident position when you're in a tough situation. The Polaris's on-demand system is constantly shifting back and forth between drive modes as it sees fit. And out there in the real world, when the going gets really gnarly, the Grizzly gives you the additional choice of four-wheel differential lock. All four wheels pulling with maximum torque without the need for any wheels to slip first. You can't get that level of performance on any Polaris. Now, would you rather have a machine that needs to lose traction before it can increase it? That engages and disengages constantly without you ever knowing which one it's going to do? Or the freedom to select the perfect drive mode that you want and the confidence of knowing that you're getting the best possible traction for any situation? That's what we mean by real-world tough.
In the most remote hunting terrain, Yamaha Grizzly ATVs with electric power steering. Real